I'm milking the Degenerocity's fan base once again. He dropped a video on Kendrick Lamar. It's literally titled, "This video is about Kendrick Lamar." So we're gonna watch it because I'd love to know what he has to say. All right, I don't know if it's gonna be good, bad, what. So here we are, bro.
I love Kendrick Lamar. He is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and is in my top 3 favorite artists.
Same no, bro. Same no. Hold on. Literally same no, bro. If you look at my favorite artists, it's hold on. This isn't accurate. I just made the Rosalia playlist recently. This is the top 3. Ye, Kendrick, and it should be Cudi. I need to fix that. I don't know why I did that like that. But same no. Twizo, for real.
And he ain't number 3. Now I'm not gay, but
hey yo, no sir.
Greatest rappers of all time, and is in my top 3 favorite artists. And he ain't number 3. Now I'm not gay, but
yo,
I don't think there's any artist that is as consistently great as Kendrick. I feel like most artists release a good album and then their very next album is either mid
I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh yikes, dude, why are we like twinning right now?
I'm just ended there.
I
don't think there's any
I gotta speak on
artist
this.
that is as consistently great as Kendrick. I feel like most artists release a good album.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this album too. I did, bro. What can I say? It was a good album at the time. When did this come out? 2017? This was one of my favorite albums. I played it so much. Lil Pump, yeah, his hair has been fire. He was one of the first rappers in like the SoundCloud rapper era with the dyed dreads and sipping lean and all this stuff. He was one of the first to have his dyed hair way before he blew up. There's videos of Lil Pump from 2015. You know what I'm saying? With like the blonde at least, and then like by 2016 he added the pink in there, and then he switched it up for Gucci Gang with like the Gucci colors, and it was fire, bro. Like Lil Pump was hard. He just wasn't. There was no longevity at all, 0. And Cole predicted that, and he was right. I mean, if you look at Pump and Smoke Perp, I literally forgot his name. If you look at Pump and Smoke Perp right now, where are they, bro? Performing at Dave & Buster's for 8 people that they brought to the show. Like, it's bad. And I hate to see that because, you know, I want bro to be successful. He just lost his dad, bro. His dad died not too long ago. I'm talking about Pump, not Perp. I don't know what's going on with Perp. But like, you know, like it would be cool if he was still Lil Pump, one of the biggest artists. You got a song with Kanye, you know, like that would be fire. But it just wasn't gonna work out, bro. That style had a very short-lived time of being popular. And it's trash now. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And I low-key feel the same way about a lot of this new wave. You know, I don't think Yeet per se is going to fall off. He's kind of too big to fall off. Pump never got that big, you know, so. But there's a lot of artists in this newer wave. You know, I'm not going to say who because there's no telling right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if nobody hears about Summers in 4 years, you know? Just saying.
And then their very next album is either mid or straight.
I never even listened to this album, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never listened to this album. But I really just wanted to pause here so we can get a W thumbnail. So, yeah.
Garbage, or they start with
another album?
Good projects and then slowly get worse and worse as time goes on. But for Kendrick,
well, Drake, he's had a lot of really good albums and he's had a lot of flops, but like mixed in. But the problem with Drake is he's so good that he's put out amazing albums and then mid albums that sound bad compared to his really good albums. You know, like they're not really that bad. They're just average. So it sounds bad coming from him. Literally any other artist could drop Scorpion and it would be one of the greatest albums of all time. But because it was Drake and we have such a high standard, it wasn't that good. You know, it's tough.
That doesn't happen.
Plus,
this
it was
man
too
is on a whole different planet. No matter
Kendrick
what year
hasn't flopped.
this man releases, he will have a top 5 album of that year. Besides 2016, but that doesn't count. This man
Whoa.
No matter what year this man releases, he will have a top 5 album of that year. Besides 2016.
Okay, if we're talking 2016, Untitled Unmastered is a top 5 album from 2016. If I'm my personal off the dome ranking right now, it's Blonde, Life of Pablo, probably no. I'll say did Vince drop in 2016? Hold on, let me look now, cause I gotta see exactly what dropped. Cause I know Untitled Unmastered is like number 4 or 5. That was 2015. That was 2014. That was 2017. Okay, here we go. So it's Blonde, Life of Pablo, Birds in a Trap Sing McKnight, then Untitled Unmastered, and then probably, I'm not gonna lie to you, Lil Uzi vs. the World. That's just a personal ranking for 2016 albums. But then of course there's like a million others that are amazing from that year. That year is probably the best year for music. Yeah, I don't see any more. That's probably the best year for music, like overall. Like literally. I don't want to hear nothing about 19 nothing. Don't say nothing because no. All right. There was some good music in 1979. A lot of good music in like 1982. Fire music in 96. But overall, it was not a great year for music, you know? But 2016, every single genre and every artist put out some of their best work in 2016. Literally. Like, Blonde alone can carry all of 2016 over every other year for music. Literally. Like, literally. Blonde alone. And then there's countless other projects. Like A Seat at the Table, you know, like it's crazy, bro.
16, but that doesn't count. This man is uncomparable to any new rappers and even most old rappers. And that's why I will never forget when Swoozie, one of the GOAT tubers, in an interview with Obama, compared who's better, Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
No, this is a valid argument because at the time, Kendrick wasn't as big as he is. And neither was Drake, but Drake was one of the biggest artists. So it was a valid argument. Now that's not even comparable. You gotta think about the time. This interview was in like 2014, 2015. I don't even think To Pimp a Butterfly was out yet. Like I understand your frustration, but this doesn't count. And I paused like 30 times and we're not even a minute into the video yet. Yikes, my bad, bro.
This man could have said anybody. He could have said Mario. He could have
Mario?
said Cleveland Brown Jr.
You just naming characters now, bro.
But Drake? Drake? The boy
Drake?
The lesbian? No way. And I love Swoozie. I've been watching this video since middle school.
Facts.
But I never wanted to choke a man more in my life than when he asked that question. On God. Thank God Obama had a brain and picked Kendrick. If he didn't, I would have had an aneurysm. But I'm going off track. This video is about Kendrick Lamar.
Does Degenerocity watch F1? Have y'all been watching F1 recently, man? I'm kind of, this season's kind of mid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Mostly because it feels like Verstappen's winning every race. Like, this season seems scripted. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
And why I think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. And in this video, I'll be going through this man's projects and my experience of being a Kendrick fan and how I feel to his music. And I'll be going through each project from Section 80 to all the way to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And I'll say what I think about this album by the end of the video. And also to anybody wondering, this is not an analytical video. I'm not gonna decipher this.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I feel him on that, bro. Like, I don't like the analytical approach when it comes to talking about music all the time. There's certain people that I value their opinions and their perspectives on things. But other than that, like, dude, you don't have to break down every single thing. A lot of things can speak for themselves. Like, people aren't that dumb, you know?
His music and life, going through his lyrics word for word, bar for bar, explaining why it's so deep. That would require research.
Dark Viper is really funny.
And that's boring. I like music because it sounds good to my ears.
Facts.
Lyrics also being great is an added bonus.
Yep.
Like, for example,
Sonic's
New York State of Mind by Nas is a great song lyrically and all around in general, just a great song. But Playboy Cardi R.I.P. is better. It's just
yes, bro. Yo, hold on. I gotta clap it up, bro. I gotta clap it up for the bro, man. This is why I subscribe to this dude, bro. He knows, bro. I'm not playing Nas around anybody, bro. But, bro, pass me the aux. We gonna turn up to Vamp Anthem, Location, R.I.P., R.I.P. Fredo. And like a lot on my mind. So many. MTF Breezy, thank you for the follow, bro. Like I feel him on that, yo.
But yeah,
I do.
In this video, I'ma just be
thanks, man.
Riding Kendrick.
Yo, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. Ah, bro, that's mad funny. I'm not going to, but that was funny. You got that, bro. I'll give you that. That was funny. That was funny.
It's mostly me. I've been a Kendrick fan ever since middle school. I started listening to him in the.
I've been a Kendrick fan since since 2013. I knew about him in 2012, but I ain't listened to him. Dude from Goodberg, bro. Talking about Kel. I get it though. I know exactly what you're talking about too. It's just the hair. It's the. And then the hat too had like the. Dang, bro, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I look like Kel right now, bruh. Yikes, dude. I should change the title to Kel Reacts. That would be funny.
First few months after To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's real.
And I fell in love.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. I knew about him in 2012, but like I wasn't listening to as much music as I was in 2013 and 2012. So like I heard him, I heard a couple songs, but I didn't care, bro. I was in second grade. I was living life, you know, which was going to school and watching Jesse probably on Disney Channel. So like, you know, but by 2013 though, I got in him and I got in him heavy that year. Literally. Facts.
Pause, but low key unpause because he is the GOAT.
Lucky's better. Nah, bro. See, I get where you coming from. I listen to Tune. I love Neptune, but he's not better than Kendrick, bro. He's not. I will say though, I have played Meet Me There way more than I played Auntie Diaries, but it's a different type of song, you know? You can't really compare the two. That's like comparing apples and grapes, bro. You just can't do that.
I listened to Kendrick everywhere, at school, on the bus, at home. I put him on the aux whenever my mom let me. He wouldn't.
Nah, bro. You gotta, if that's your friend, you gotta drop him, bro. That's not right.
Not leave my rotation.
That's not right.
I was listening to other artists too. Like I was really into Tyler the Creator during this time. But this was pre-Flower Boy, so I couldn't exactly play his music on the aux. But Kendrick was always playing, cause none of his projects missed. Section 80,
he has great music.
Classic introducing the world to Kendrick and what he can do.
You know the vibes, bro.
ADHD. Something I could relate to. Every song on this project kind of fills me with light nostalgia because the vibes, man.
I really like Section 80. I feel like Section 80 was a good transition from Overly Dedicated to Good Kid, Mad City. But if we're ranking Kendrick's albums, it's literally at the bottom. Like, literally at the bottom. But it's a perfect transition from the style, like the Lil Wayne influence he had on Overly Dedicated to the real, like, legendary X or Juice X, bro. Don't get me wrong, I love Juice, one of my favorite artists. It's funny, I saw in my Snapchat memories that 4 years ago today I started listening to him way more because I found him on SoundCloud in early 2018. I listened to Sticks and Stones a lot, which is now called Hurt Me. I still call it Sticks and Stones though, because I feel like the mix on Sticks and Stones was better. And then of course like All Girls Are the Same, but I wasn't really listening to him like that. But then, you know, I listened to him a little bit more 4 years ago today. Like 4 years ago today is when I started listening to him. But if we talk about X, I'm listening to X since 2016, bro. And I feel like he's just way more versatile. It's literally easier to play his music anywhere. You know, like, I don't know, bro. I think when it comes to sad X songs, you probably just haven't gone deep enough. Like, there's a whole iceberg when it comes to his music. Nah, that's valid, though. That's valid. I'm not gonna lie to you, too. I like X's old sad music more than his newer stuff. Like, I'm talking 2014, 2015 type vibes he was on when he was really getting experimental with it. That's the stuff that I really like. But, like, I even listened to, 17 earlier. It's really good. But I feel like it doesn't have as much replay value as some of his older stuff. And that might be because it's overplayed now. Especially right when he died. That's all people wanted to play. Like, come on, bruh. Yeah, I heard an album's dropping. I'm not super hyped. And this is my thing with Juice too. Like, Juice is one of my favorite artists, but I don't listen to him like that. Only because I'm not a fan of posthumous releases, bro. I can't really get behind that. Like when an artist passes and then their team or label, whoever, drops a whole project that they had nothing to do with, they're giving it a name, all this stuff, putting a bunch of features on it. Like I can't respect that, bro, because it's like that man or woman did not like okay this, you know what I mean? I heard there was something that leaked. I ain't hear it though. And even that too, like I'm excited for that song, but like it's literally an artificial collab. They met like once. They met like once. Well, I mean the songs and stuff, yeah. But I'm talking about like the albums, the track listing in general, the sequencing, the covers, like all of this stuff is being done by someone else. I just can't get behind that, bro. I feel like an artist's art is supposed to be theirs exactly how they want it and put out when they want it, how they want it. You know? Like, that's just how I feel. But I feel that that's new as burn. I haven't even heard it. I did not listen to Fighting Demons at all. I literally haven't. I heard like 2 or 3 songs. I heard the song with Justin Bieber. I heard something else, but I ain't even listened to it, bro. Like, I don't know. But I do like that album that came out before Fighting Demons. Came out last summer? I forgot the name of it, bro. Hold on, let me find the name of it. Legends Never Die. Yeah. Legends Never Die is a good project. But still, for a posthumous release, it feels weird. Like, it's just not that good. The sequencing isn't perfect in my head. Like, a lot of the songs sound weird, like, mix-wise, because I feel like they couldn't get, you know, like, they didn't do new take. They couldn't get new takes. Stuff like that. Like, you know, it's tough. And another thing, too, I feel like a lot of labels and teams and stuff be trying to milk artists for as long as they can after they pass, and it's tough because it's like, bro, like let that man rest, you know what I mean? But yeah, it dropped like 6 months after he passed, so that's probably something that he worked on a lot. But you can still hear, like, it doesn't sound like Death Race for Love and Goodbye and Good Riddance. And I'm not talking about like sound wise, like sonic wise, I mean like vibe wise, you know? It's good, but I don't know, dude. But either way, I don't know. I am gonna listen to the X project though, only because I'm pretty sure it's mostly gonna be songs like from the documentary. So I'm excited for that. Is that Day Juice died? No, that's real. It was December 8th. But I feel that literally, I remember the day like every rapper that I cared about died. X died the day before I turned 14, literally, on Trippie Redd's birthday. Juice, the day Juice died, I literally woke up and played Abyss, the Party Never Ends version. Not, I know there's like another leak called Abyss. I haven't heard that, but like, I literally played that randomly that day, and like an hour later, it came out that he died. I was like, bro, you kidding me? It was so weird. I remember the day Mac died. I remember the day Pete died. I was just chilling, and I think I saw it on like Snapchat or something. It was weird. It's terrible, bro. It sucks how normal it is. But, you know, I feel that though. I feel that.
The vibes of this record is unmatched. This album feels like you're driving through a city night road. By the way, I'm not good at describing stuff I like. I
didn't really listen to him a whole lot before he passed, but I listened to him enough to be a fan and to know his sound and to, you know, it did affect me, but probably not as much as a lot of other people. But I've become even more of a fan ever since, because like more music's come out. I love Circles. Circles is one of the only posthumous releases that I actually enjoyed, and that's because he literally made the entire album before he died. It just didn't come out for a while. But
I'm sorry, you just gotta take my word for it. Section 80 is a great album, and Good Kid, Mad City is even better.
Good Kid, Mad City is low-key one of the most perfect albums of all time. Like, when we're talking overall, it's the closest to perfect you can get, almost. Like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Good Kid, Mad City, like, they right there, bro. They like this. Because when it comes to storytelling, bars, production, sequencing, overall vibe, sonics, mix it, like, it's literally a perfect album, bro. Juice X, come on. That's real, bro. That's real. High key, bro. When Kobe died, man, that was terrible, bro. That was a sad day, man.
Some of the greatest hip hop songs are on this album.
Yep.
Backseat freestyle, going so hard I'm clapping my cheeks. Mad City makes me wanna go crazy. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I heard Goldlink played Mad City live at a Tyler the Creator concert in 2019. When I tell you, that was one of the most hyped drops I've ever heard. Like, I always liked that song and I knew it was lit, but I didn't really get how hyped that song was until I was in the pit with that song playing. That song is hard, bro. It's hard.
Is a vibe. This is a perfect album. Every single song
The Art of Peer Pressure is an underrated song on this album. People don't talk about it enough. People do not talk about it enough.
Justice and Drake's on it. But this was during the time when he was still making good music.
Yikes, dude. Yikes, I feel that. I've only cried at one death, and that was when Michael Jackson died. I was 5. So, like, you know. But other than that, though, I haven't really cried at death, bro. Because I view death very differently. I think in some situations, like especially Kobe, X, just like it's very tragic. But at the same time, like, I feel like they're literally in a better place than Earth. So, like, it's not that bad for them. So, like, I don't feel the same normal emotions that people do. Like, it is sad, but, like, you know, I don't know. That's just me, though.
It has a little something for everybody. It was most definitely best album.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
What about the money store?
The money store.
This fucking idiot. This man's music taste is super different, guys.
Don't come out the money store.
Doodling microphones for music. I actually like the money store.
I was about to say, don't get on what's the name of the group, bro? I'm literally tripping. MC Ride and them. Death Grips. How could I forget Death Grips? But I was about to say, don't get on Death Grips, bro. They hard. I just downloaded Ex-Military like a month ago. I need to listen to it, bro. Part 8. Oh man, did you already make it, or like you have to make it too?
It's their only good album.
I postponed it. Yeah, bro. You know,
met with another classic,
it be like that sometimes.
But a classic among classics. To Pimp a Butterfly. I need a minute to talk about this.
Yep.
Because this
album right
is
here,
my favorite album of all time.
Can't relate, but I do think it's the best album of all time. Definitely the best album of the 2010s. I know what I'm gonna say. Arguably the best album of all time. Maybe not, you know, the best, but arguably, because like you still have Thriller, you still have the Black Album, you still have College Dropout. There's so many, right? But like, you know, but you still gotta make it. Yeah, bro. It's already 4 p.m., man. You might as well just save it. You know, find a few new memes, drop it in there. 2010 Mount Rushmore. See, this is tough, right? Because I could go 2 different ways. I kind of have 2. If we're talking about overall, like mainstream, or if we're talking influential, right? If we're talking mainstream, it's got to be Kendrick, Drake, probably Uzi. No, not Uzi. Cardi, and maybe Thug. Not because I kind of mix influential in there. Okay, so I'm gonna do overall Kendrick, Drake. I would say Cole, but I don't know, man. I feel like when I say Cole, I really only mean 2014 Forest Hills Drive, For Your Eyes Only, and Born Sinner. I'm not a fan of KOD. I haven't really listened to it like that, but you know, and then like I think Sideline Story dropped in 2009, so that doesn't even count. But I don't know. But if we talking influential, right? I'm gonna say Chief Keef, Young Lean, Young Thug, and then it's like I say Future only because I know Cardi has some Future influence, so that's kind of part of the thing. But if there wasn't a very, you know, visible influence of Future in Cardi, then I'd say Cardi, because Cardi is very influential on now. You know, no. Hey, yo, I don't have a Discord, but that's crazy, bro. I'm be looking at leaks, man. That's, you know, that's tough, bro. Hey,
deep, and I'm not talking about fake deep, like Logic.
No, this album I think is one of the most Like when we're talking conscious rap, this album is probably the most conscious of them all. Like it's just, you know, it's so real, bro.
Like I don't even know if you can say.
And it's aging so well.
Like literally, I thought Logic was
bet, bro.
When I first listened to him. And when I heard Metropolis for the first time, out of nowhere, he was like, "Who are these niggas?" And when listening, I was like, "Hey, is this allowed? Are my eyes deceiving me?" And then the very next song played, and then he said he was biracial, and I was like, "Oh, all right, that's."
Literally same reaction, bro. I was kind of scared. I was like, did he just say that? But, you know, he mixed.
Anyways, To Pimp a Butterfly is an amazing album. Each and every song on here, I feel, was perfected lyrically and productionally. Every song on this album has a purpose, discussing a bigger narrative of the race problems that happen in America that is still clearly a problem to this day.
And that's why the album is aging so well, I think, because it really just points out problems that have been going on, were going on when this came out, and are still going on now.
Does it in a not preachy way, because the songs on their own genuinely sound amazing. It's not just Kendrick preaching into a mic over a beat. That would be boring. Songs like Alright and King Kunta are straight bops. These Walls is also an amazing song, just don't play the first.
Any song, the first part is always annoying, bro. I hate playing that song, bro, because the first part be making me uncomfortable, dude. But any song by Kendrick Lamar with Anna Wise is like an instant fire song. And same with Kendrick and Thundercat.
First minute of the song on Ox in a car with your co-workers, I definitely didn't do that. Every song on here is just amazing. And also how each song ends in a poem, and the poem gets longer and longer after each song.
And then Mortal Man,
I remember you was conflicted.
Misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same. Abusing my power full of resentment. Resentment that turned into a deep depression. Find myself screaming in the hotel room. The evils of Lucy was all around me. I didn't want to self-destruct. Alright, I can't recite the whole thing.
Last song of the album, he reads the entire poem, and it turns out he was telling the poem
to Tupac!
Tupac! Tupac! This is the greatest album of all time. This album is so good that it changed my perspective of the race issues in America entirely. And since it changed me like that, this is now Dr. Umar Johnson's second channel. I will no longer tolerate any more ignorance from my brothers and sisters.
We must stay focused.
Interracial marriage.
Okay, bro. See, this is where you lost me, man. This is where you had me and you lost me, bro. I'm sorry. As a milkman myself, I'm not going for it, bro. Let people be with whoever they want to be with, man. You can still be pro-black or pro-whatever in a positive way, because there are, you know, people that take pro-black to a kind of supremacist way, and it's weird. But what I'm saying is you still be pro-black and be with someone else from a different race, all right? There's nothing wrong with that.
If I catch another brother marrying a white woman, damn, brother, you're more black than me. Carry on. Because behind every strong black D1 athlete,
oh my god, not Bronny, bro. I saw this picture and I was like, if y'all don't leave that man alone, so what? He went to prom with a white girl, bro. So did his dad.
Even stronger.
Look. But guess what, though? LeBron ended up having babies with a black queen, bro. So it doesn't matter.
Nah, but seriously, To Pimp a Butterfly is tied with my favorite album of all time. And it's something that everyone should listen to. This is an album you won't regret
at all
hearing.
And it's aging so well. The songs sound like they could come out today and be just as big, if not bigger now, probably.
And then I'ma skip Untitled Unmastered.
No, don't skip it.
This is a great compilation album. I love it. And
bro, Untitled Unmastered, to me, what I took it as were throwaways that didn't completely fit the full narrative of To Pimp a Butterfly, but they were good enough to come out. It's not quite a compilation. It's nothing like that. But I see it as throwaways that just didn't make To Pimp a Butterfly. And I hope he drops Untitled Unmastered 2 with throwaways from Mr. Morale and Damn. That would be so fire, bro.
Now we're at Damn.
That would be so fire, bro.
I was like, damn, this is good. Of course, not as good as Good Kid, Mad City or
no. I think this album was Kendrick solidifying himself as the greatest rapper in the mainstream. But also, it was like a prep. If you listen to that album and then listen to Mr. Morale, no, if you listen to that and then listen to the Big Steppers, it's kind of like a perfect intro. Perfect intro. That whole album kind of paved the way for this new album. It's like he was getting ready for the new wave, but then waited 5 years because he had writer's block, and then dropped. You know, it's such a good album though, and it sounds so good. Like this, every single song on this album can be played on the aux, except for the second half of XXX. That song is kind of, but it's U2, you know, so I love it, but like it just doesn't hit like that, you know.
But this is still a great project. I don't know what else to say other than it's really good. I got loyalty in my DNA. You will never hear me dissing Kendrick. This project definitely. I
don't like Loyalty that much. It's overplayed, and I don't like Love at all. That track is beyond overplayed. I still like Humble and DNA and them. I don't play them as much. I play the songs that nobody really plays now, like Element, God, Duckworth, Fear. Like those are my favorite songs on that album.
He had enough hits
that I'm still playing now.
For us to wait 5 years for the next one. 5 long years, half a decade of no new Kendrick album. And it's not like we needed it. This man has already proven himself to be one of the greatest ever with his previous albums. It wouldn't matter how good.
Something I feel like he's not going to talk about too though. Also, I'm sorry, this video is literally 30 minutes long. My bad. But something I feel like he's not going to talk about is the fact that Kendrick's feature run in between dropping all of these amazing albums were insane, especially the feature run after Damn. Literally every single song he was on after that album, including the Black Panther soundtrack. I'm counting that as a feature run, even though he was like the executive producer and everything, and it's his album, it's a soundtrack, so it doesn't count, and he's a feature. Literally beautiful, bro. Every song is gas, bro. It's gas. It's fire.
This album was, because that GOAT title will always reign over his head. I mean, it's still reigning over Eminem's head, and he's released not so.
Eminem is literally one of the greatest rap artists of all time, but he should have quit while he was ahead. That's his problem. Eminem should have quit while he was in his prime. And I low-key feel the same way about LeBron. LeBron should have retired 2 seasons ago. I feel like there's a problem when you're so good at something that you have a lot of pressure to remain being that good. And so you try different things and you try new things and you try to, you know, recreate a moment that isn't there anymore, which then ends up tarnishing your legacy to a certain degree. Eminem will still go down as one of the greatest rap artists overall to ever exist and one of the greatest rappers of all time. However, he's nowhere near the top 30 in the last 5 years. Nowhere near it at all. Like, Music to Be Murdered By was garbage. Kamikaze was trash. I feel like he dropped an album in between those two. I don't even know the name of it. It was so bad. You know, like, he should have quit after Revival. To be honest with you, bro, he shouldn't have listened to all the people that were hating when he dropped Revival, because then he dropped Marshall Mathers LP2 and it was more of a pop type sound. I remember hearing like all those songs on the radio, bro. I don't really want to hear Eminem on the radio like that. I want to hear him say some crazy stuff, and I want to hear him spit some bars that go crazy. Rap God was a good, you know, that was a good example of that. But like, as much as I hate to say it, Eminem fell off, and he fell off hard, and it still hasn't hit him because I feel like he's going to put out more music still. He's pushing 50, bro. Quit. You're not Snoop Dogg, bro. You're not Jay-Z. This isn't something that you can keep doing. When you're that good, you literally have to quit while you're ahead. Like, and it's not even like he's Kanye, because Kanye has showed us that he can do perfect and he can do experimental and he can do bad, sort of. You know, he showed us that. So he does something different every album to where it doesn't even matter what he puts out. We know it's going to be good. That's what we hoped for Eminem. We didn't get that. You know?
Music as of late, and now we're here at Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
I love it so far.
Vibey album.
I love it so far.
First, every single track on here is a vibe. What else you want me to say? Yep. I am not no critic. I can't think of big words to describe music I like.
Me either.
I just like every song on this album just because I do.
Yep.
Some more than others, but it's still a great album. We got disc 1, Mr. Morale, with bops like damn near every track.
Yep.
95 just goes hard. Worldwide Steppers with this week.
See, a lot of people were saying that was like a weird moment. It was literally recreating an art piece from like 1500, bro. Y'all just don't know, bro.
That beat that I'm just entranced with. United Grief is a goated intro to the album. Die Hard is just, I love that song.
Die Hard is my least favorite on Mr. Morale and overall, but it's good.
A vibe.
It's good
Disc 2, The Big Steppers, is equally as good. Silent Hill always on my repeat. Mr. Morale just goes hard. Mirror is a great conclusion to the album. And the controversial track, Auntie Diaries. Now, I understand its controversy, but I still think it's a really good song with a good message. And me personally, if I was at a Kendrick concert and he passed me the mic for this song, as respectfully as possible, I'll yell the words, "Fat!" Cancel me. But in other,
when I tell you I felt my heart sink just now, I literally did, and I still muted, but my entire heart sank.
In other words, this is another great Kendrick album. Like, come on, man, the vibes. And I've seen people say, yeah, it's a great album, but it's probably his worst one yet. And I hate that mindset.
I haven't heard anyone say that. Who said that?
At least people like Kendrick. Because I feel like that just underplays how good the album actually is. Kendrick has literally never disappointed with none of his albums. He is the most consistent rapper in this day and age. My favorite artist of all time is Kanye.
Yes, sir! Hey, man, this dude twins up for real.
But Kendrick's lows are way higher than Kanye's lows. So I don't like saying this is their worst project, which I don't even agree with, by the way, because literally every Kendrick album is great.
I think when you put them against each other, you have to put Section 80 at the bottom. But other than that, I don't even know what to do with them, bro.
Including Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I have seen very little artists that are as consistently amazing as Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar is legitimately, no question, one of the greatest rappers of all time.
One of the greatest artists, bro. He's up there with Michael Jackson, to be honest. People don't say that yet, but they will. Give it 2 more years of this album, maybe another project, they gonna say it. Watch.
I'm not even gonna rank his albums because that'll be
I can't rank them all.
The rest of his albums.
Yep.
They are all goated because he's the GOAT. I'm tired of seeing comparisons of Kendrick to J. Cole or Travis or Drake.
I have never seen anyone compare Kendrick Lamar to Travis Scott. That is insanity. But you can compare old Kendrick and old Drake. You can't do it now because they make completely different types of music now. And you definitely can compare Kendrick and Cole. You just shouldn't, because it's never valid no matter who you say is better. It's just not valid. You can though.
Because Kendrick ain't like them. He's built different. He is the greatest. And in conclusion, I would suck his dick.
Hey, yo, it's beat on the track.
Hey, yo!
That you niggas lack. I'm really the king, and that's never a cap. I put you niggas on, now you want to rap.
Alright, I'm gonna end this now because this is about to be a 40-minute video. I literally turned an 11-minute video into a 40-minute video. How?